Hi, Adjunct Professor Jude Olivetti here, welcoming you to Theology 320, Encountering Christ. Just a few things I'd like to go over with you before we get started with the course. Number one, I'm a real-life person. I'll be checking your progress throughout the course. For your own benefit, do the course in a timely manner. Right? There'll be a new module put out each Monday. It's due every Thursday by midnight. Do your best to stay on time with the course. Right? You don't want to get a whole bunch of work piled up and have to watch a bunch of videos and do a bunch of reading all at once. I know it's challenging sometimes, but really, the more you stay on time with the course, the more you spread the work out, the better off you're going to be. Now, this is a little bit more challenging in this course because instead of going to class every week, you're only going to class every other week. And the classroom time that you would spend in the classroom with most courses, you're going to get that content mostly through the video feeds on the modules. Okay, so it's kind of up to you to set your own schedule and do that. On the other hand, it's kind of easier because you can do it in the times that work best for you during the day. Maybe you have to just go for 15 minutes twice a day, right? Or half hour, right? Every other day. So you can fit what's going to be about 2 hours for the modules. Now, that doesn't include the readings, right? Just like in your other courses where you have extra work and extra readings to do outside of the classroom that really take more time than your classroom work. It's going to be similar here. But just when we're talking about the videos, which will be parallel to class lectures and other classes, really make sure you take the time to do them. Don't skip through them and just try to take the quizzes, or maybe just zoom through them quickly, right? No, watch them, listen to them. And then when you take the quiz or the other work, maybe you want to go back. And then that would be a nice time to kind of maybe zoom through them a little, right? Like fast forward a little, rewind a little on the YouTube browser or in the actual Canvas browser to give yourself a chance to, what did I miss? So, it's set up well for learning the course. Use the quizzes to your advantage, use the discussions to your advantage to actually learn the material. Because then when the test time comes, when you're working on your papers, that knowledge will show. And that will enable me to give you a higher grade. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about is how to progress through the course. And really, this course is designed around the modules page. So if we just go to the modules page at the home page here, either at this central icon or up here at the top on the left, either one will get you to the same place. You'll see something like this. Now, the difference is on your page, you will not be able to open any submodule until you've completed the previous module or the previous submodule. Now, there are some exceptions for this with the turn-in modules for the papers and maybe a few other things having to do with the test might also be able to be opened earlier. But for the most part, you just do these things one at a time. Okay, so it's very sequential and very simple. Up here at the top of the module, you see the due date, right? The first one, I'm going to be correcting that. That is not the 30th. That will be due on the 27th, I believe. Okay. So let me even change that right now. You can all witness this. So you can see I made that change there. Okay. It's due Friday the 27th, right? Which corresponds to our first week of class, which is starts Monday the 23rd. Okay? So again, once you watch this video, then you'll be able to go read the syllabus. Then you'll be able to take the syllabus quiz. Simple enough, right? I think I've already mentioned, make sure you watch the whole videos. Some of them are long. I understand you want to take a break, maybe break it up into 15 or 10 minute sections. That's fine. But resist the temptation to skip through the videos. Again, that would just be parallel to sleeping through class or not even going to class. The results will show later. not just in the quiz or the discussion for that particular video, but in your general knowledge and a wisdom about the material that we shared in the class when it comes time for exams and papers. Okay, last thing I'd like to say then is we do have class every other week, so make sure you come to class. Okay, remember your professors are the ones who design the exams. So, I mean, the number one reason to come to class is to learn, especially in a class like this where we are teaching you about the experience of Christ, teaching you about Christ's wisdom on how to live a happy life. So this class just kind of say, oh, well, it's just not for a grade. You can actually learn things that will, you can learn the way to true happiness in your own life. But also, even if you're just worried about your grades, please also come to class. Because remember, the professor is going to be there at the class. They designed the exam. And we want you to get good grades. We're going to tell you the things that we think are most important for understanding the class. And therefore doing well on our exams during that class time. Okay? So again, some special challenges in this class, whereas instead of having so much class time, we do a lot of the lecturing on through the videos. So again, that's a bit of a challenge because you have to set your own schedule, and it's probably even a bit of a challenge to listen to the video on a screen, even more so than it would be in a classroom. The advantage, though, you can do it on your own time. You can break it into shorter segments. I know some of the classes, hour and a half. Sometimes it's very hard to pay attention the whole time. With your videos online, you can break that up. The challenge, making sure you get through it all with an attentive listening during those times when you're on the videos yourself. Okay. So please, again, just make the time during the week. It should take about 2 hours for the modules. Again, this doesn't count the time you need for reading the material that the modules are about. And then coming to class. Okay. All right. Look forward to seeing you guys on the 30th. Okay. Monday, August 30th. And welcome back. Have a great semester.